Alright, Shalom, Shalom. First and foremost, before we dive into this lesson, giving no honor, no glory, no praise to due to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Hakadash. Dabba's great millstone, elder apostle, teaching well. Peace, salutations to those who elect to scatter abroad like the other nation, Shalom. Okay, and Shalom to the Akim that's out there making a body a living sacrifice by going out there on the highways and byways, proclaiming the name of the Lord. Keep doing so to those that may be. Shalom. And shalom to the sister Aquathium that's out there referencing their husbands being a pillar of rest. Keep doing so to those that may be. Okay. Yahweh, as a being Heavenly Father, was the word ignorantly calls God, which his name means. He's the Ancient of Days. He exists. Okay. He's the beginning. Okay. He has no ending. Okay. Yahweh Shai, being the only God, the Son, at the Heavenly Father, his name meaning he's the deliverer of who? The children of Israel only. Okay, his name meaning he, and once again, it's like I told you what his name means. But once again, he's the deliverer for the children of Israel only. Okay, and basically, it also like it, and Bahashim meaning the name of, and the Rakakadash being the Holy Spirit, the Spirit Holy. Okay. So today's lesson is basically going over this movie that just was released on Netflix called They Cloned Tyrone. Okay. Now it was a good movie. Okay. This basically, it's gonna be kind of a spoiler, for those that haven't seen it, but it's a good movie. They expose a lot of things that this devil be doing. Okay. And basically what the movie is about, and basically it start off with with Jake. Of course he's a drug dealer. Okay, with of course a ninja, of course. And basically you know he basically a ninja. Okay, and he basically a kid comes up to him, and basically he was just trying to get some money and stuff like that. And what ended up happening is he had ran over this other Jake, you know, and of course, what ended up happening was the other Jake that he ran over, he called up his homeboy and is telling him like, man, this dude, dude that ran over me and stuff like that, broke my leg, you know, and basically, some nigga shit happened, of course, and dude was like, okay, we'll get him later, you know, and dude is the character, the main character ends up getting killed. Okay, but he wakes up, you know, and he wakes up again, and he basically was feeling himself like, nah, I did not get shot, you know, and basically, what ended up happening is he had went to go try to go get his money again from the pimp. Okay, that's what happened. He went to go try to get his money from the pimp. Okay, and the pimp, of course, is played by Jamie Foxx. Okay, basically, the pimp was like, man, you just came up in here not too long ago and stuff like that, asked for more money and stuff. And basically, he was explaining to him like, man, you went through this, you went through that, you went through that, and you went outside and you got shot 6 times, and stuff like that. So the main character looking at him like, man, what are you talking about, man? Just give me my money. So they met up with this hooker, okay, the hoe. Okay, they met up with her, and she basically was telling the main character, which his name was damn, I forgot what the hell name was. Shit, it was I forgot the name of the main character's name, but you know I know that you had Jamie Foxx character, he was the pimp. Okay, his name was Slick. Then you had the hoe. Okay, her name was Yo Yo. The reason why the pimp named her Yo Yo because she always come running back. I guess so, But continue on, and basically, they had went to this trap house, and basically what they end up finding was like an elevator. That basically leads down to a secret tunnel under the house and stuff. And what they end up finding is, a Edomite, okay, that has an afro, okay. Basically, it's some weird shit, it's weird, And basically what he doing, he listens to Michael Jackson and stuff like that. And what ends up happening is, they was interrogating him like, hey, what is this, and stuff like that, And Jamie Foxx's character had went over to this substance. It was like some kind of powder or something like that. And basically what ended up happening is he had, he thought it was like some cocaine or something, And what he had took a little bit of it, and he had went over there to where the scientist was to basically, question him. And he just ended up just started laughing uncontrollably, and he couldn't stop laughing. Okay, and basically, Yo-Yo was fucking around with some shit. Then the main character, okay, basically had found this body bag, and he unzipped it, and it was him. Okay, it was him in the body bag. Okay, and he was shocked, and he was like, man, what the hell is this? Basically it was a clone of him and stuff like that. So what ended up happening is, he was like, hey, let's get up out of here. And basically what ended up happening, they shot the scientist by accident, and story kept pushing from there. So then they had went out to eat and stuff like that. And basically when they was out to eat, they was eating chicken. Jake loved chicken. That's in today's life. Jake loved chicken. Okay. So what ends up happening while they are eating this chicken, okay, the chicken they are eating, they was laughing uncontrollably. Mind you this, remember the substance, if you brothers and sisters watch the movie, okay, there's like some kind of powder, okay, and he took they basically what happened was they was eating the chicken, all the Israelite, the Jakes that was in this restaurant eating this chicken, and they was just laughing uncontrollably, having a good time. Then Jamie Foxx's character caught on. He was like, hey, you remember that stuff that was in that lab, okay, that science lab and stuff? And they was like, yeah. And he was like, it's in the chicken, okay? Because everybody was laughing uncontrollably, even the main character. So what ends up happening is, they went to go interrogate the manager and stuff like that. And basically, what happens, Yo-Yo's character had basically took the manager, basically using her whole tactics against the manager, and basically he took her back there, and they was basically flirting around, and he told her to go get something. She told him to go get him some food or whatnot. And basically what ends up happening is she goes through the documents, and then she finds the radio, and basically is a radio over the people, like the secret, the people that's underground, controlling what's going on within the city, okay, the city full of Jakes, okay, the city full of Israelites, okay, basically making them look like test subjects. So what ended up happening is she went through, the manager came back, and she was looking at the cameras, okay, and basically the cameras was showing everything that they was looking at besides the restaurant. Okay, they had the strip club, they had just the city, the city within itself, trap houses, just looking at the environment, because they was doing tests on all the Israelites within the city, okay, all right. And once again, that's why I say this is a good movie because, you know, they actually do this stuff in real life, okay? All right? Putting stuff in our food and stuff like that, you know, chemicals and stuff, you know, they do that, okay? So, what ends up happening, they what they had did, they had left from the restaurant, okay, and they had found the van that they was delivering these juices, okay, and what ended up happening, they had came across this van and there was like some purple grape juice, okay. I had to rewatch it again, see what the purple grape juice did, but it was a spiritual. Like I said, this movie is spiritual, okay. So the main character had went back to the gas station and he he bought himself a drink, got him some scratch offs, you know, and it was this old man. He was talking and stuff like that. And basically, the main character's like, man, you gotta he's like, speak straight, man. You know what you talking about? He's like telling him like, you know, the way basically like, you know, the main character's like, man, what's the answer, man? Like, you know, what you trying to tell us? And the main character, the old man ended up saying, like, where do everybody go to get their answers? Okay. And the main character's like, church, you know. And the old man basically was like, you know, basically go where the one in the heavens is pointing at, you know. And basically, he was like, if you want to get the hell up out of Zion, get the hell up out of Babylon and stuff like that. And basically, it cuts the clip to the church, and the church was called Mount Zion, okay, which Mount Zion is supposed to represent Israel, okay. But going into the church scene, okay, the pastor is drinking this juice, okay. Now, like I said, I had to rewatch it and see what the juice did to people, but you know, obviously, you know, the juice did something to the people to put them in a trance, okay. Because like I said, it's spiritual, okay, but you gotta watch the movie to see it for yourself, okay. So what ended up happening when the church session was over, they had found another elevator that led downstairs, and they had went downstairs this time again, and basically they was in the center of the underground area. They get to they find these three people, and they basically took their suits and stuff and put them on, and basically they was walking around the facility. There was things that they caught my eye, and it just shows you that this devil actually do these things to our people, okay. So basically he had certain individual Israelites locked up, okay. He had Jake locked up, basically have him on crack, okay, basically making him bugged out and stuff. Then there was another room with Eve, basically had her eyes pinned open and stuff, and basically playing this thing saying you are beautiful, saying all kind of stuff, basically putting in her mind, basically trying to fill her up with pride, okay. And look what our people are doing to this day. You got our people are crack, you know, our women are out of order, okay, because these things are systematically done, okay. Getting back to it, okay, then it showed another one of like, you know, perm press and stuff like that for women hair. Then it went to the what caught my eye was the scene with the music, okay. Basically they had a music, they had the name of the song was Kill a Motherfucker, okay. And basically it was two Jakes while the music was playing, they was fighting each other and stuff like that, you know. And what ended up happening, they changed it to a love song, and basically they snapped out of the fighting mood, and basically they was in like, you know, hey brother, I'm sorry man, and stuff like that, just to go to show you that music has magic within it, okay, it has spells within it, okay. That's why you see certain people when they listen to certain music, they be acting a certain way, okay, because music has spirits on it, okay. And as it go to show you, like I said, if you brothers and sisters ever watched it, okay, that's the to take in, because hey, that's what these devils, you know, intend on doing to us, and they still do it. Okay, so that is going to show you that, you know, we are dealing with a maniac here. Okay, they want to put our people into a trance, want to have our people forever at odds with one another. Okay, so then what ended up happening after they leave from that room, they had went into this purple room, and guess what they found? They found all clones, okay, basically of everyone in the city, okay. They found clones of everyone in the city. So then what happened? They found you know, the pimp, which is Jamie Foxx character, the main character, forgot his name, and Yo-Yo. They basically found clones of themselves, okay. And basically it was like a trippy moment, because it's like, you know, they was experimenting on Jake, man. Okay. So what ended up happening, you know, they left from there, okay, and they had went to a strip club. So what ended up happening at the strip club, okay, the moment that you looked at the woman on the pole, you instantly got hypnotized, okay? And basically it was all Israelite men, you know, no, it was Israelites in there. And basically what happened, they wasn't even looking at the woman no more. They was like zombies, you know. They was just looking down. And then the Edomite that was on the microphone, he had said, you know, you guys like the hypnotizing music and stuff like that, just to show you that music, okay, has spirits behind it, okay. And basically what was happening with the stripper, basically hypnotizing those people into a trance, okay, just to show you the sorcery the sorcery of this place, okay. And what ended up happening, they leave from there, they had to snap the pimp out of it because he got hypnotized, okay. So they left, and basically all those people started chasing them out the club. And they get out the club, and basically they follow them, and basically what ended up happening, they got in the car and they drove off, and the car ended up breaking down. And then they finally came across the their car broke down, and basically they was at a stop. And basically what ended up happening, they get out the car. So basically they came across this other Edomite, and basically he was like, he is working for somebody, and basically the person he was working for is calling the shots, basically the elites. Okay, that's who it is calling the shots. So what ends up happening is they was trying to shoot him. What ended up happening was he had said a word, and basically it made the main character stop what he was doing, okay, and basically made him stop putting his gun on him. And basically he basically told the Edomite basically told the main character to point his gun at Yo-Yo and stuff like that, then point the gun at himself. And basically the Edomite was telling him, like, look, we own you and stuff like that. And let's go to the mindset of these devils, okay? They want to have rulership over Jake, okay? They want to have ownership of Jake, okay? Or they want to have any kind of way to oppress Jake, okay? Just to go to show you what kind of nation of people we dealing with here, okay? All right. And basically he was like that's basically all we need in these neighborhoods. We need a pimp, okay? We need a hoe, and we need a drug dealer, okay? And basically that's how they was conducting their experiments, okay? Basically off those three things, and he's basically telling the main character, like, you a drug dealer, keep doing it, okay? Yo-Yo, you a hoe, you keep doing that, and you a pimp, okay? Those are things that are in our society. Those are things that are in our communities, okay? Drug dealers, hoes, and pimps, okay? And all kind of sorts of wickedness, okay? Because this devil pushes that narrative upon us, okay? So after that, they do all that, they eventually, rose up, went down there, and overtook the facility, okay? So that's basically the movie. Okay, so basically we gonna get some scriptures. Okay, Lord willing, let's be edifying. Okay, this is the book of Habakkuk. Okay, chapter 2. This is the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, and verse 4 through 15. And the reason it says, "Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith. Yea, also because he transgresses by wine, he is a proud man, neither keeper at home, who enlarges his desire as hell, and as death, and cannot be satisfied, but gather unto him all nations, and heap it unto him all people." Okay, and this devil, he's not satisfied even when you were dead. Okay, he want to find out more ways to, put you down. Okay, he want to figure out more kinds of magic to basically distract you from an important purpose or important calling. Okay, which is this truth. Okay, and he is not a keeper at home because wherever Jake is at, he basically want to have Jake under his thumb, and all the other nations too under his thumb. Okay, because this devil has a god-like complex because he wants to have rulership and dominion over everything. Verse 6. Okay, it says, "Shall not all these take up a parable against him, and a taunting proverb against him, and say, Woe to him that increaseth that which is not his. How long? And to him that ladeth himself with thick clay." Okay, let's read this in the NLT. It says, "But soon their captives," okay, who are the captives? Okay, the Israelites that's in this society, "but taunt them, they would mock them, saying, What sorrow awaits you thieves?" Okay, because you devils did take Israel. Okay, you took the apple of the Lord's eye. And it says, "Now you will get what you deserve. You become rich by extortion." Okay, let's look at what extortion means. What the hell is that on there? Extortion. It says the practice of obtaining something, especially money, through force or threats, right? And that's basically what you devils do. You extort Jake out of his money. Okay, you find ways to do it without you having to be present there. Okay, what's one of the ways that you extort Jake's money? Taxes. Okay, insurance bills. Those are the things that you extort money on the people here. Okay, but especially upon Jake. Okay, first and foremost. Okay, and it says in verse 7, "Shall they not rise up suddenly, they that shall bite thee, and awake that shall vex thee? Thou shalt be for booties unto them," basically like spoils, "because thou hast spoiled many nations, all the remnant of the people shall spoil thee." Okay, basically the things that this devil had done unto the Israelites is going to come back upon its own head. That's what the book of Obadiah is about recompense and revenge come upon these devils by the Lord. Okay, and it says, "Because of man's blood for the violence of the land of the city, and of all that dwell therein, woe to him that coveteth an evil covetousness to his house, that he may set his nest on high, that he may be delivered from the power of evil. Thou hast consulted shame to thy house by cutting off many people, and hast sinned against thy soul. For the stone shall cry out the wall, and beam out the timber shall answer it." And it says, verse 12, "Woe to him that buildeth a town with blood, and established a city by iniquity." Right. And that's what these devils done. They built a town off iniquity. Okay. They built a town off, stealing. Okay. They built the town off lies. Okay. And basically, that's going to show you that these devils, man, they need to pay for all the things that they done unto Jake, man. Okay. And within that movie, that shows you, the things that they do to Jake. Okay. They want to constantly have Jake at a lower state, man, which is wicked as hell, man. Okay. Because here it is, yes, we were ones, we are down as a people, but you devils constantly find a way to put Jake even further down, man, which is wicked as hell. Okay, so verse 13, and it says, behold, it is not of the Lord of hosts, that the people shall labor in the very fire, and the people shall weary themselves for vanity. For the earth shall be filled with the knowledge of the glory of Yahweh, and as the waters cover the sea. And right, you having that happening now, the truth being declared into the earth. Okay, the truth being manifested, and basically you devils being exposed for the wicked devils that y'all are. Okay, verse 15 is the point, and it says, woe unto him that giveth his neighbor drink, that putteth thy bottle to him, and maketh him drunk, also that thou mayest look on his nakedness. Okay, and basically this devil and his sorceries, trying to put, because when somebody gets drunk, they are not themselves. They basically under the influence. They basically, don't know what they're doing. Okay, because they are under the influence. They don't know what they're doing. Okay, and basically that's what this devil doing. He does all this magic, these sorceries upon our people, because it shows you in the movie. Okay, with the music, it just shows you how the music has played upon our people. Okay, just imagine all these years you keep listening to the same song, the fuck a nigga, kill a nigga, take another man's wife. Okay, the people end up starting to do that. Okay, just like how you got the music that some of these women produce. Okay, about basically promoting adultery, promoting harlotry, and all those things. You eventually get that product within the public. Okay, that is going to show you that music does have spirits on it. Okay, but you gotta listen to the right music. Okay, because me personally, I don't listen to rap all the time. Me personally, I like listening to instrumentals. Or I like listen to music that got like smooth, high frequency beats to it. Okay, all right. Because when you're in this truth, man, you ain't going off and listening to NBA Youngboy, but just remember, like, you can't let that get to you and you start acting like him and stuff like that. There ain't nothing wrong with women listening to SZA, Summer Walker, those kind of music, but you can't act like them. Okay, especially like women like this new broad, Sexy Red and stuff. If any of you sisters listening to her, that's a problem. I'm just saying. Okay, basically y'all should know better. Okay, so continue on. That's basically it on that. Let's get one more, and then I'm gonna do a part 2 to this. Okay, this is Micah chapter 2 verse 1, and it says, woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it, because it is in the power of their hand. Right, so these devils literally practice this magic, this sorceries upon Jake. Okay, but once you come into this truth, what did the Lord say? No enchantment shall work against Jake. Okay, because us that's in the faith, we not gonna be deterred. We not gonna be, quickly under the influence like you devils. Okay, I mean like you 2/3, but you 2/3 are easily gullible, man. Okay, all right. Verse 2, and it says, they covet fields and take them by violence. Okay, hey, this devil used his sorceries and his magic now to take things by violence. Okay, and by force. Okay, because guess what? Who you think we dealing with? This is the devil here, man. Okay, this is the devil here. Okay, and it says, take them by violence in houses, and take them away, so they oppress a man in his house, even a man in his heritage. Right, ain't that? And don't the Israelites get oppressed in their own heritage? You might ask how. Look at the small hats, the 1948ers. Who are those 1948ers? Okay, the so-called Amalekites, okay? They literally try to oppress us in our own heritage, okay? So this has been part one of the review of They Clone Tyrone. Lord willing, this is edifying to those who make watch, giving no honor, no glory, no praise due to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua, by Hashem Kakadash. Till next time, to the video, Shalom, Kwame Sharala, by the ball.